16 should be exempted.
ní ti lásán àwọn tó mẹ́nubà ní ẹsẹ̀ kẹrìndínlógún yìí ó yẹ kí ayọ̀ wọn lẹ̀.
Follow me very closely.
ẹ kò bá mi lọ.
I don't intend to be long,
mi ò pinnu pé máa pẹ́ o.
but I need your attention.
ṣùgbọ́n mo nílò kankan yín.
Ordinarily, the people that were mentioned in verse 16 were supposed to be excluded from this spiritual exercise.
ní ti lásán àwọn tí wọ́n mẹ́nubà ní ẹsẹ̀ kẹrìndínlógún yìí ó yẹ kí a dá wọn sí nínú pé à ń ṣe iṣẹ́ tẹ̀mí tá a gbé kalẹ̀ ní ẹsẹ̀ yìí.
The elders,
àwọn àgbà
because they are too old,
pé wọ́n ti dàgbà púpọ̀ wọ́n ti darúgbó
we should not stress them.
kò yẹ ká dá wọn lágara.
But the prophet said,
ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n lè wá pé
God told him,
ọlọ́run wí fóun
because of the current situation,
torí ipò ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́
call the elders.
ẹ pe àwọn àgbààgbà.
They must not be excluded.
a ò gbọ́dọ̀ yọ wọ́n sílẹ̀.
Gather the children.
ẹ kó àwọn ọmọdé jọ.
Ordinarily,
ní ti lásán
the children are supposed to be playing.
àwọn kò máa ṣeré ká ni.
They don't understand what is going on.
ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ń lọ kò yé wọn.
The implication of the security of the nation, they don't understand.
ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nípa tọ̀rọ̀ ààbò orílẹ̀-èdè kò yé àwọn ọmọ yìí.
They don't understand.
kò yé wọn.
I was listening to something on the media last week.
mò ń gbọ́ kinní kan lórí afẹ́fẹ́ lọ́sẹ̀ tó kọjá.
The lady was speaking about how they came to kidnap them in their hostel many years back
ọmọbìnrin yẹn máa sọ ní pé bí wọ́n ti wá jí wọn gbé ní ilé ìgbé wọn ní ṣùkú ní àwọn ọdún díẹ̀ sẹ́yìn.
when she was in GS3.
nígbà tó wà ní ilé ẹ̀kọ́
She
kẹta ní girama.
narrated how those kidnappers and bandits came to their hostel
ó wá ṣàlàyé bí àwọn ajínigbé wọ̀nyí tó ti wá sí ilé ìgbé wọn bẹ́ẹ̀
in military uniform.
tí wọ́n wọ aṣọ ológun wá.
She narrated it.
ó ṣàlàyé
They were deceived
wọ́n tàn wọ́n jẹ ni.
until they took them out, that's when they know they were kidnapped.
ìgbà tó ti mú ọwọ́ gbóná sí mọ̀ pé àwọn ajínigbé lélẹ́ yìí
Because they are children.
torí pé ọmọdé ni wọ́n
They are children.
ọmọ kéékèèké ni wọ́n.
But here said this issue does not exclude children.
ìgbọ̀n bí wípé ọ̀rọ̀ yóò ó kọ àwọn ọmọdé o kò dá wọn sí
It doesn't exclude children.
kò yọ ọmọdé lẹ̀.
The children too
àwọn ọmọdé
should be
kéékèèké náà
gathered.
ó yẹ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wọn jọ.
He said
One.
the worst one there now.
èyí tó wá burú jù bẹ̀
He
sí
said,
yìí
and those that suck the breast.
ó
Abba,
ní àwọn àti àwọn tí ń mu ọmú.
this is a typical example of a state of emergency.
àpẹẹrẹ pé wàhálà wà lóde gan-an rèé.
So the Bible is saying the
Bíbélì
children
àpẹ-
that are sucking the breast,
àwọn ọmọ tí ń tiẹ̀ mú ọmú gan-an
that we should stop them from sucking.
pé ká gbọ́mú lẹ́nu wọn lọ́wọ́ yìí
Because of this matter,
torí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀.
their mother should deny them of breast milk.
kí ìyá kó má fún ọ ní ọmú mu.
That was the situation that happened in Zion.
ìyẹn ní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí òní yìí.
Let me now show you another taboo in Israel
ẹ jẹ́ tó wá fi ohun èèwọ̀ mìíràn.
that's not even supposed to happen.
tó yẹ kó tẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀.
Let the bridegroom go forth of his chamber
jẹ́ kí
and the
ọkọ
bride out of her closet.
jẹ́ kí ọkọ ìyàwó jáde kúrò ní ìyẹ̀wù rẹ̀ àti ìyàwó kúrò nínú ìyẹ̀wù
In
rẹ̀.
Israel, when a man gets married, he doesn't go to war.
ní Ísírẹ́lì bẹ́ẹ̀nìyàn bá ṣe gbéyàwó kì í bá wọn jáde ogun.
You don't allow a man that just got married to go to war.
wọn kì í fọ ìgbà yẹn tó ṣe gbéyàwó kó bá wọn jáde
There's a
ogun.
period of time that the man is exempted from the exigencies of the nation or war to allow him be with his wife.
ó ní àwọn àkókò tó máa fàyè gba irúfẹ́ ẹni yẹn láti wà pẹ̀lú ìyàwó rẹ̀ nígbà tí ogun bá ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lóde ní orílẹ̀-èdè
They,
ńgbà
they
náà.
won't. They will send the man back.
wọ́n á dá ọkùnrin yẹn padà
Go and stay with your wife
lọ jókòó tí ìyàwó
for
rẹ̀
so number of months
fún oṣù báyìí báyìí
before you can come back to join us.
kó tó lè padà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ní ogun
But
jíjà
in
yìí.
this case,
ṣùgbọ́n lọ́wọ́ eléyìí ń
the
tiẹ̀.
Bible says, bring them out of their closet.
ìbéèrè pé ẹ lọ gbé wọn jáde kó nu yàrá wọn
The bridegroom,
àti ọkọ ìyàwó
even the woman,
kódà ìyàwó gan fúnra
bring
rẹ̀
her out.
ẹ mú un jáde.
It's a serious situation.
ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lè pọ́n.
Look at verse 17.
ẹ wá wẹ́sí kẹtàdínlógún.
Look at verse
ẹ
17.
wẹ́sí
He
kẹtàdínlógún.
said, let the priests, the ministers of the Lord, weep between the porch and the altar, and let them say, spare thy people, O Lord, and give not thy heritage to reproach, that the eating should rule over them. Wherefore should they say among the people, where is their God?
jẹ́ kí àwọn àlùfáà àwọn ìránṣẹ́ olúwa sọkún láàrin ìloro àti pẹpẹ sì jẹ́ kí wọ́n wípé dá àwọn ènìyàn rẹ sí olúwa má sì ṣe fi ìní rẹ fún ẹ̀gàn tí àwọn kèfèrí yóò fi máa jọba lórí wọn èé ṣe tí wọ́n fi wí nínú àwọn ènìyàn pé ọlọ́run wọn á dáa.
Ordinarily, a priest is not supposed to weep.
ní ti lásán kò yẹ kí àlùfáà ò sọkún.
Yes.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
When the children of
Árónì.
Aaron died,
nígbà tí àwọn ọmọ Árónì tí wọ́n kú
two of his children the same day,
ọmọ rẹ̀ méjì lọ́jọ́ kan náà
and he wanted to weep.
tó fẹ́ máa sọkún.
Moses warned him,
Mósè wá kì í lọ
you weep,
tó bá sọkún
you die.
ó kú nìyẹn o.
On this altar
lórí pẹpẹ yìí
that we have come for sacrifice,
tá a ti wá rúbọ yìí
you weep,
tó bá ti sọkún
you die.
ó kú nìyẹn o.
The minute, let me quickly say this,
ẹ̀yin sáré sọ léyìí
especially for those of you that are pastors.
báwo ni lọ fẹ́ yẹn jẹ́ pastor
Let me tell you the meaning.
ẹ jẹ́ sọtúmọ̀ ẹ̀ fún yín.
A minister should separate his emotion from his ministry.
wípé òjíṣẹ́ ọlọ́run ó gbọ́dọ̀ mọ ìyàtọ̀ láàrin àti mú ọ̀rọ̀ kan gbogbo sínú kó máa dà láàmú yàtọ̀ sí iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ rẹ̀
You must separate it.
ó gbọ́dọ̀ mọ ìyàtọ̀ o.
If you can't separate emotion from ministry, don't do ministry.
wípé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ bí yàn ti mú ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ra tó o bá lè yà yàtọ̀ sí iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ má dà pọ̀ mọ́ ẹni tó
Don't
ṣiṣẹ́
do
ìránṣẹ́
ministry.
o má ṣiṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ rárá o.
If I don't like Deacon or Jamo,
bí n bá fẹ́ràn díkẹ́ ọkọ̀ jámọ́ báyìí
and each time I come to this pulpit,
tẹ́ gbogbo àti bá wá sí pẹpẹ yìí
I must look for something to say to hit him.
ni màá wá ọ̀rọ̀ tí màá fi lẹ̀ lóko
Don't do ministry.
má ṣiṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ o.
A priest must not be emotional.
àlùfáà gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ nítorí pé ohun tó bá ń ṣe ó máa ní tara ohun tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ á máa fi sọ̀rọ̀
That's what he's saying there.
ohun tó sọ mí
So
nìyẹn.
he told Aaron,
ó wá sọ fún Árónì
Oga,
ó ní ọ̀gá
if you weep over this death on this altar,
bó wá wá sunkún òkú yìí lórí pẹpẹ yìí
you will die.
ó máa kú o
You will die.
wàá kú.
So most of the time,
lọ́pọ̀ gbà bẹ́ẹ̀
you are doing ministry,
tó bá ń ṣe
you are bleeding,
wípé wàá ní ọgbẹ́nú ẹ̀já máa dà nínú rẹ̀
but you must not,
pẹ̀lú gbogbo ọgbẹ́ yẹn
you must not mix that with your ministry.
o ò gbọ́dọ̀ pa ìyẹn pọ̀ mọ́ iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe lọ́wọ́.
No.
ara o
The problem between me and Deacon Ojamo,
ìwàhálà tó wà láàrin èmi àti Díkẹ́ Ọ̀jámọ̀
because he's owing me 1 million naira
torí ó jẹ mí mílíọ̀nù kan náírà
for the past 1 year,
ó ti lé lọ́dún kan sí
and he has refused to pay my money.
tó kọ̀ tí ò sanwó.
I must separate that problem from the message I want to preach today.
mo gbọ́dọ̀ gbé yẹn sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kó má dàpọ̀ mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ wàásù rẹ̀ lónìí.
The moment I get here
nígbà tí bá ti
and I
débì
begin to say,
tí mo bá bẹ̀ sọ
how
pé
can somebody be a deacon
pé báwo ni èkó ṣe pé ẹ̀ ń jẹ́ akóni
and be
náà
owing somebody 1 million since last year
tó máa jẹyàn kan ní 1 million látọ̀tún kọjá gan
and cannot pay it?
tó sì rí
The
san.
moment I switch to that,
nígbà tí bá ti gbé ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́bẹ̀
no matter how good you think your sermon is,
kò ní ṣe bó ti rò pé ìwàásù rẹ̀ dáa tó
to heaven, you
Sí
have
ọ̀run.
wasted your time.
fi àkókò ṣòfò ni o.
So he told Aaron,
wá sọ fún Árónì
Oga,
ọ̀gá
you cry here,
tó bá sọkún bí
you die.
ẹ̀mí bọ́ nìyẹn o.
On this altar,
lórí pẹpẹ yìí
you don't mix your emotion with your ministry.
ohun tó ń dùn ẹ́ o ò lè dàpọ̀ mọ́ iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ tó fẹ́ ṣe sí àwọn èèyàn.
That's a lesson for the ministers here.
ẹ̀kọ́ yẹn fún àwọn òjíṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run tó wà
I've
nílé bí
learned that for a long time.
mo ti kọ́ yẹn ọjọ́ jìn.
That's why you can see faces of betrayers.
òun ló fà tẹ́lẹ̀ rí àwọn ọ̀dàlẹ̀ wò.
You can stand before betrayers
wàá dúró níwájú àwọn ọ̀dàlẹ̀
and you still bless them with the whole of your heart.
síbẹ̀ tọkàntọkàn ó tún máa pè fún wọn.
That's what we know. You
Kẹta wà
will stand like this. You are
Wàá
seeing,
dúró wájú ẹ̀.
you are seeing betrayers like this.
ó máa wojú
And you
àwọn
are
ọ̀dàlẹ̀
using all
délé
your strength to bless them.
síbẹ̀ ó máa fi gbogbo okun rẹ̀ súre
And you are not
gbàdúrà fún
talking about the betrayal they did against you.
ó sì mẹ́nu bà ọ̀rọ̀ tó ṣe bí bọ́ ṣe dà ẹ́.
Listen to me.
ẹ gbọ́
Ministry is not about age.
iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ yìí ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́ orí o.
Ministry is not about I know Bible.
iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ ti ṣe pé mo mọ bíbélì dáadáa.
I know Bible.
kì í ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ pé mo mọ
I
bíbélì.
know how to do it.
mo mọ bá ti ń
That's
ṣe.
not ministry. Oh.
Ìyẹn kan náà pè ní
Ministry
iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́.
takes a lot of maturity.
iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ ó gba ọgbọ́n àti ẹ̀kọ́ kéèyàn ti ní kó ti gbọ́n nínú Ọlọ́run.
When you have the voice note of somebody that just blackmail you now with you,
nígbà tó yẹ pé ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tó yẹ kó ṣẹ̀bà ẹ̀ jẹ́ bí kan báyìí wọ́n ti fi ránṣẹ́ sí ó wà
and
lọ́wọ́
an
rẹ̀.
opportunity come that you have to pretend over,
tí àǹfààní wà tó yẹ pé o ní láti
and
ṣọ̀gálẹ̀
that's
lórí
the person you first gave it to.
tó jẹ́ pé ẹni yẹn gan lówó kọ́ fún ní àǹfààní yẹn.
That's ministry.
ìyẹn náà pè ní iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ o.
That's maturity.
ìyẹn ni pé ẹni yẹn gbọ́n jù.
So ministry is not about I know Bible,
iṣẹ́ yẹn
I
ṣe
can
pé
preach.
mo mọ bẹ́lí mo lè wàásù dáadáa.
or I know this is wrong, this is right.
pé mo mọ̀ pé ilé ìtọ́ ilé yóò tọ́.
No, that's not ministry.
ìyẹn kan náà pè ní iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ o.
You must be able to control your bleeding and you still do your ministry.
o gbọ́dọ̀ kọ́ bí wàá ti lè mú ọgbẹ́ rẹ mọ́ra tí wàá sì máa ṣe ìránṣẹ́ láì ní ẹ̀tanú.
I just diverted there, I digressed there.
mo kọ ìyà
But
bàá
it's a
sínú
good
yẹn.
digression for pastors here.
ṣùgbọ́n ìyẹn da fún àwọn pásítọ̀ tí
Let the priest and the minister of the Lord weep between the porch and the altar, and let them say, spare thy people, O Lord.
jẹ́ kí àwọn àlùfáà àwọn ìránṣẹ́ Olúwa sọkún láàrin ìloro àti pẹpẹ sì jẹ́ kí wọ́n wípé dá àwọn ènìyàn rẹ sí Olúwa.
Spare your people, O Lord.
dá àwọn ènìyàn rẹ sí Olúwa.
That is the cry in a time like this.
ìyẹn ni pé tó yẹ ká ké ní àkókò bíi eléyìí.
I'm telling you,
Which one,
spare
yo?
your people, O God.
dá àwọn ènìyàn rẹ sí Olúwa.
Spare your people.
dá àwọn èèyàn rẹ sí.
Spare your people.
dá àwọn èèyàn rẹ sí.
When we are having pastors now that are going to the altar to tell people that, whoa, Lord Dirao,
láyé tí a rí àwọn pásítọ̀ tó ń lọ sórí pẹpẹ báyìí sọ
Lord,
pé
you
ah
are-
oh boy guard yourself o.
that is when we will not pray.
ṣé yẹn la wà ní gbàdúrà.
I know we have to pray.
A gbọ́dọ̀ gbà o.
You don't need to condemn that man.
O ní láti bẹnu àtẹ́lu pásítọ̀ yẹn o.
It's very clear that he's not a pastor.
Ó hàn gbàngbà sí ẹ pé èyí ṣe pásítọ̀.
So you don't need to. In fact, even talking about him now for me, I'm wasting your time.
Pé mo tiẹ̀ ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni ẹ báyìí gan mo tún fi àkókò yín ṣòfò gan ni.
Yes, because it is anybody who follows God,
Ẹni bá ń bọ́ lọ́run rìn.
anybody who has connection with God,
Ẹni sọ̀pọ̀ pẹ̀lú
knows
Ọlọ́run.
that is not God.
Ó mọ̀ pé ohun Ọlọ́run kọ́ leléyìí.
So in that case, we that we cannot do that,
Nínú ọ̀rọ̀ báyìí àwa tá a lè ṣe èyí tó sọ yẹn.
that we know we are serving a living God,
Táwọn Ọlọ́run tí a ń sìn alààyè ni.
we must seek to the living God.
A gbọ́dọ̀ wá ojú Ọlọ́run yẹn.
Then we that are living,
Àwa tí
we
a wà
must
láàyè.
seek to our living God.
Wípé a gbọ́dọ̀ lọ
They
bọ́ lọ́wọ́
that
alààyè wa.
are dead,
Àwọn tó ti kú ń tiyan.
that are dead in their trespasses,
Tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti kú sínú àìṣedéédé wọn.
they will seek to their own dead God.
Ọlọ́run wọn tó ti dòkú ni wọ́n máa lọ bá pàdé.
But we that are living,
Ṣùgbọ́n àwa
we
alààyè.
must seek to our own living God
Àwa ó lọ wo ojú Ọlọ́run alààyè wa.
and say to God, spare your people.
À á sì fi pé Olúwa dá àwọn èèyàn rẹ sí.
Nobody under us
Kò sẹ́nikẹ́ni lábẹ́ wa
must fall victim.
tó gbọ́dọ̀ bọ́ sọ́wọ́ àwọn arábí. Amen.
And give not your heritage to reproach.
Má sì ṣe fi ìní rẹ fún ẹ̀gàn.
Somebody said,
Ẹnìkan pé
it's a bit church and mosque that they are going to.
ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì àti mọ́sìkì ni wọ́n kọlù mọ́ṣáláṣí.
That's where they are going to kidnap people.
Pé bẹ́ẹ̀ láti lọ ń já àwọn èèyàn gbé náà.
That's where they are going to kill people.
Pé bẹ́ẹ̀ láti lọ ń pààyàn.
The person said,
Ẹni à pé
have you seen them go to the shrine to kidnap anybody?
pé ṣe ti rí wọn tó lọ sí ojúbọ àbí ilé òòṣà lọ jíyàn gbérí ni.
That's senseless.
Kò mọ́gbọ́n dání.
No, that's senseless.
Ìranù ló sọ yẹn.
How many places do they gather like this?
Ibi mélòó ni wọ́n ti ń kóra jọ pọ̀ tó yìí.
Or they gather the way they gather in the central mosque on Friday?
Àbí wọ́n ti máa ń kọ́ jọ pọ̀ ní ọjọ́ Jímọ̀ ní
And
mọ́ṣáláṣí
they have a
gbogbogbò.
particular day
Tọ́ ń lọ́jọ́ kan tó ti mú
every week.
lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀.
And they said they are worshiping idol.
Tọ́ a sọ pé àwọn lọ ń sin òòṣà mẹ́ẹ̀.
You see, we are so, this generation is so emotionally senseless.
Wípé ìran tá wà yìí pé ọkàn wa ó kọ̀ ti pò.
Thank you. Emotionally senseless.
Bá a ti polú jù.
When they say something in the social media,
Tó bá kẹ́ sọ
we
kí ló ń
we just grab it, pin.
Wàá kò gbàmú wà
carry
kiri. Wàá máa gbé kiri.
Wọ́n lè lọ gbé èèyàn nílé aláwo
They can't
lóòótọ́.
kidnap somebody in the shrine in the
Ilé
Abawo.
aláwo mélòó ni wọ́n ti ń pàdé bí eléyìí?
How many Aba do
Ní
you have
Ondo
people gather like this
State
in this Ondo state?
Tó dẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ ní.
And they have a specific
Gbogbo wa la
date.
mọ̀ pé ọjọ́ Friday.
Everybody know that on the Friday.
Everybody ló mọ̀ pé ọjọ́ Friday.
Everybody know that on
Àwọn èèyàn
Fridays
péjọ sí Central Mosque
people gather at the Central Mosque
láti gbàdúrà.
to pray.
Everybody ló mọ̀ pé ọjọ́ Sunday.
Everybody know that on
Àwọn
Sundays
èèyàn péjọ sí Flame of
people
Fire.
gather in Flame of
Sí
Fire
St. Peter.
in St. Peter's
Sí Anglican CAC.
in the CAC church.
Sí Catholic or whatever. Or
Catholic,
Baptist.
àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
Gbogbo èèyàn ló mọ̀. Now sọ fún mi
Now
ọjọ́
tell
wo
me.
ní ọ̀sẹ̀.
On which day in the week?
Ní àwọn tó láwọn jẹ́ ṣé wọ́n gbé èèyàn lójúbọ nílùú yìí.
Do the
Ọjọ́ wo ní
people
ọ̀sẹ̀ ni wọ́n
idolaters
gádà bí eléyìí.
gather
Bí àwọn ń
like
sin
this,
Ọlọ́run wọn.
that they are worshiping the idols.
So because they say it, all of you,
Torí wọ́n ti máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ní
they can, it's only Christian and Muslim they can
Pé
carry.
Kìsẹ́nì àti Mùsùlùmí lè ní.
Why's your brain so watery?
Ọpọlọ rẹ̀ ṣe pò bí
Ó
eléyìí.
ṣàn.
Ó ṣàn.
When you say that your brain is watery,
Tó bá ní pé ojú ọpọlọ yẹn ṣàn.
very watery.
Ó ṣàn gan ni.
Think.
Ronú jinlẹ̀.
That's what people are saying about now.
Ìyẹn làwọn ayé ń gbé kiri báyìí o.
And they should call their Jesus now.
Kọ́ máa pe Jésù wọn náà.
Shebi, have you had them carry anybody from Shrine?
Ǹjẹ́ gbọ́ pé gbéyàn kan lójú bọ̀ ìyẹn náà sọ ká.
And people are carrying it.
Ìyẹn
I
làwọn
read
sì ń
it.
tàn kálẹ̀.
And I see people be a Christian named Peter,
Láti dáhùn tó ń bá wọn jórúkọ Kìsẹ́nì.
John.
Níbi Jòhánù bíi Pétérù Sámúẹ́lì.
They will comment and they will be laughing.
Àwọn náà máa dá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wọ́n máa fi rẹ́rìn-ín.
Give not your heritage to reproach.
Má ṣe fi ìní rẹ fún ẹ̀gàn.
Give not your heritage to reproach.
Má ṣe fi ìní rẹ fún ẹ̀gàn.
That the eating should rule over them.
Tí àwọn kèfèrí yóò fi máa jọba lé wọn lórí.
That the eating should rule over them.
Tí àwọn kèfèrí yóò fi máa jọba lórí wọn.
Either we like it or not.
A fẹ́ akọ o.
In fact, what they said is even senseless.
Kódà àwọn tó tẹ sọ yẹn kò mọ̀ bọ́dá ní.
Because even these people
torí pé àwọn wọ̀nyí gan
They are of the other religion.
wọn ẹ̀sìn kejì náà ń ṣe.
And they even attack their own religion.
kódà àwọn tó jọ ń ṣẹ̀sìn gan wọ́n tún ń kọlu àwọn yẹn.
Yes.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
All these kidnappers,
àwọn ajínigbé yìí
a majority of them,
ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn
all these bandits,
àwọn agbébọn
they are of the other religion.
ẹ̀sìn kejì yẹn náà
They still go and kill people in their mosque.
ṣùgbọ́n síbẹ̀ wọ́n sì lọ pa àwọn èèyàn mọ́ṣáláṣí gan.
So if somebody is now telling you they don't go to, is that sense?
bẹ́ẹ̀ni kan máa ń sọ pé wọn ò lọ sójú bọ̀ èyí ṣe ìyẹn mọ́gbọ́n dání ni.
And do you know something?
ẹ wá mọ̀ nǹkan.
If you have heard about Turkey before, Turkey,
tẹ bá ti gbọ́ nípa Turkey rí
there's a country called Turkey.
orílẹ̀-èdè tán ń pè ní Turkey
The capital is Istanbul.
olú ìlú bẹ̀ ní Istanbul.
Istanbul is the capital.
Istanbul ní olú ìlú Turkey.
Turkey was a Christian nation,
orílẹ̀-èdè kìrìsìtẹ́nì ní Turkey tẹ́lẹ̀ rí.
purely Christian nation.
àwọn kìrìsìtẹ́nì ni ó ní ibẹ̀.
In fact, some of these 7 churches of Asia Minor was in Turkey.
kódà lára àwọn ìjọ méje tó wà ní ìṣípayá yẹn ó jẹ́ pé orílẹ̀-èdè Turkey ló wà ń gbà yẹn.
The church of Ephesus,
ìjọ ti Éfésù,
the church of Smyrna,
ìjọ Smyrna,
the church of Laodicea,
ìjọ Laodicea,
the church of Philadelphia,
ti Philadelphia,
the church of Thyatira,
ìjọ Thyatira, Pergamos,
the church of Pergamos,
ìjọ Pergamos,
and one more. I've mentioned Smyrna.
Philadelphia.
I've mentioned Philadelphia. So those 7 churches in the Asia Minor,
àwọn ìjọ méje tó wà ní Asia yìí
some of them were in Turkey
wípé lára wọn wà ní Turkey
that Jesus wrote letter to.
tí Jésù kọ̀wé sí
So it was purely a Christian nation.
wípé orílẹ̀-èdè àwọn kìrìsìtẹ́nì jẹ́gbà náà.
Before these evil people overran them.
kó tó di pé àwọn láàbì yìí wọ́n á já orílẹ̀-èdè yẹn gbà.
And now,
nísìnyìí
Turkey is a complete Muslim nation.
orílẹ̀-èdè mùsùlùmí
Yes.
gan-an ni Turkey ti dà sí.
I've been to Turkey.
mo ti dé Turkey rí,
Yes. I've been to Turkey.
mo ti lọ
I've
orílẹ̀-èdè yẹn,
slept there.
mo ti sùn bẹ́ẹ̀ rí.
It's a complete Muslim nation now.
àwọn mùsùlùmí ló gbàbẹ̀ pò ń sìn.
Because the Hittites wanted to rule over the people of God, and they overran the place and they rule over them.
torí àwọn kèfèrí fẹ́ jọba lórí àwọn èèyàn Ọlọ́run wọ́n sì wọ́n gbàjọba mọ́ ọ lọ́wọ́.
That's why this prophet is saying,
òun ní fà tí wòlíì
let
yìí
us
pé
come out and fast.
ẹja agbáwé o
Let us come out and pray
ẹja wa gbàdúrà o
that the Hittites will not rule over your people.
pé kí àwọn kèfèrí má jọba lórí àwọn èèyàn rẹ Ọlọ́run.
That they will not silence our voice.
kọ́ má pa ohùn mọ́ wa lẹ́nu.
Wherefore should they say among the people, where is their God?
wọ́n sì wá máa wí nínú àwọn èèyàn pé Ọlọ́run
That's why we are calling for a fasting.
la ṣe ń pè fún àwẹ̀ o.
Let me show you a very good example of such fast in the Bible.
ẹ jẹ́ ń fi irú àpẹẹrẹ nípa àwẹ̀ yìí hàn yín nínú Bíbélì.
A very good of such example.
àpẹẹrẹ rẹ̀ irú rẹ̀
Esther,
ìwé Ẹ́sítérì
chapter number 4,
orí kẹrin
from verse 1 to the end.
láti ẹsẹ̀ kìíní dé ẹsẹ̀ tó kẹ́yìn.
Esther chapter 4, verse 1 to the end.
Ẹ́sítérì orí kẹrin ẹsẹ̀ kìíní dé ẹsẹ̀ tó kẹ́yìn bẹ́ẹ̀.
When Mordecai perceived all that was done, Mordecai rent his clothes and put on sackcloth with ashes and went unto the midst of the city and cried with a loud and a bitter cry.
nígbà tí Mọ́dékáì mọ gbogbo ohun tí a ṣe Mọ́dékáì fa aṣọ rẹ̀ ya ó sì fi aṣọ ọ̀fọ̀ ohun eérú bo ara ó sì jáde lọ sí àárín ìlú náà ó sì sọkún kíkan àti
And
kíkan.
came even before the king's gate, for none might enter into the king's gate clothed with sackcloth.
ó tilẹ̀ wá síwájú ẹnu ọ̀nà ilé ọba nítorí kò sí ẹnìkan tí ó fi aṣọ ọ̀fọ̀ sí ara tí ó gbọ́dọ̀ wọ ẹnu ọ̀nà ilé ọba.
And in every province, whithersoever the king's commandment and his decree came, there was great mourning among the Jews, and fasting, and weeping, and wailing, and many lay in sackcloth and ashes. You know what the Jews did?
àwọn Júù ṣe mí
The moment that, stay in 3 for me, please. I'll tell you when to move. Thank you. The moment the decree was signed
ní kété tí wọ́n bọwọ́ lu ọ̀rọ̀ àṣẹ yìí
to cause a holocaust,
láti ṣe ìṣekúpani fáwọn ará Júù
to destroy all the Jews,
láti ṣe ìparun fáwọn Júù
the moment it was signed,
ní kété tí wọ́n bọwọ́ lù ú
you know what the Jews did?
ẹ wá wọn táwọn ará Júù ṣe
All of them,
gbogbo wọn
all of them,
gbogbo wọn lápapọ̀
They
ni.
sent a letter around wherever they were.
wọ́n wá fi lẹ́tà ránṣẹ́ káàkiri gbogbo ibi táwọn èèyàn wọn wà.
Everywhere their people were.
gbogbo ìlú tó léyàn sí.
They sent a letter around.
wọ́n fi lẹ́tà ránṣẹ́ káàkiri.
They saw the decree.
wọ́n wá rí àṣẹ yìí.
And all of them went into great mourning.
gbogbo wọn lọ sínú ọ̀fọ̀ ńlá.
They went into fasting.
wọ́n wọnú àwẹ̀ lọ.
They went into weeping.
wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń sọkún.
And they lay in sackcloth.
wípé wọ́n wọ aṣọ ọ̀fọ̀.
That is what it means to declare a state of emergency.
ìyẹn ni pé ká kéde pé wàhálà bẹ lóde.
Ẹ wo bí?
Okay.
Ẹni tí nǹkan bá ń ṣe tí ò bá mọ̀ pé nǹkan ṣe ń wàhálà ni o.
anyone that is in trouble has problem and doesn't know that he has such. that's
Lára ìṣòro tó le jù tí Nàìjíríà ní.
one of the greatest problems that Nigeria has.
Òun ni wípé nǹkan ṣe wá ṣùgbọ́n àwọn gbà pé nǹkan ṣe wá.
we are in trouble and we never know that we are in trouble.
Lára ìdí tí Nàìjíríà ò fi bọ́dè níyì.
one of the reasons why Nigeria is not free today.
Òun ni pé nǹkan ń ṣe wá.
we are really in trouble. we have a
Ṣùgbọ́n
problem.
à ń ṣe bíi pé kò sí anything.
but we are pretending as if nothing is happening.
Now listen to me.
ẹ wá gbọ́ mi sí.
Verse 1 to 3 of Esther chapter 4.
ẹsẹ̀ kìíní dé kẹta ẹsẹ̀ orí kẹrin.
Mordecai led the Jews
Mordecai ló darí àwọn Júù.
to declare a state of emergency.
láti kéde pé nǹkan ṣe wá o.
They didn't pretend as if nothing was happening.
wọn ò díbọ́n pé kankan ò ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn.
They did not pretend.
wọn ò díbọ́n o.
Hear this.
ẹ gbọ́.
We live in a generation that knows how to pretend.
a gbé ní ìrántí pé àwọn èèyàn díbọ́n púpọ̀ jù.
A generation that will be your leg is size 43.
wípé ìrántí pé ẹsẹ̀ bàtà rẹ ó jẹ́ mẹ́tàléníogójì.
Size 43.
mẹ́tàléníogójì.
And you will force yourself to wear size 41.
ó wàá máa fi pa wọ size 41.
And you will still be smiling.
tó sì máa rẹ́rìn-ín músẹ́.
You'll be in a party and you'll be smiling.
ó wà ní pàtí kan.
And what you are wearing is not convenient.
ohun tó sì wọ́n ń ta ẹlẹ́sẹ̀.
That's the nation we are.
orílẹ̀-èdè àwọn ènìyàn.
And our leaders will come out.
táwọn adarí wa ó wà jáde.
They know how to say that.
Oh, what was that?
Take for instance,
fákọrẹ ẹ mọ̀.
maybe they kill 200 people somewhere.
bóyá wọ́n pa igba ènìyàn kan.
They will come out.
wọ́n wà jáde.
They say only 20 people died.
wọ́n á ní ogún èèyàn péré ló kú nínú ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yẹn.
Only 20 people died.
ogún èèyàn péré.
They know how to package lies.
wọ́n mọ bí wọ́n ti ń tú irọ́ ṣe tó yẹ pé wọ́n á ṣe ní funfun.
They know how to make everybody feel there is no problem.
wọ́n mọ bá ti ṣe fún ọmọ ìdá rò pé kò tẹ̀ sí wàhálà kan.
I'm telling you,
bẹ́ẹ̀ni o.
what is happening in our nation,
ohun tó lọ lórí
a
ẹ̀dẹ̀.
quarter of it will not happen in some other nation, and they will come out en masse to say enough is enough.
ìdá kan nínú mẹ́rin rẹ̀ ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè míì tó ti ṣe ìwọ́de pé ó tó gẹ́ẹ́.
Enough is enough.
pé wọn ò fẹ́ mọ́.
But we are in a nation that we package as if nothing has happened.
irú orílẹ̀-èdè tiwa lẹ́ pé a ti máa díbọ́n pé nǹkan kan ò tiẹ̀ ṣe wá nǹkan
But
ṣẹlẹ̀.
thank God for these people.
tí wọ́n ti pẹ́ fáwọn yìí o.
Chapter 4
ní orí kẹrin yẹn.
of Esther,
ìwé Ẹ́sítérì.
from verse 1 to 3,
láti ẹsẹ̀ kìíní dé kẹta.
Mordecai led them.
Mordecai darí wọn ṣáájú
And the
wọn.
Bible says all the
nígbà
Jews,
tí gbogbo àwọn ará Júù.
all the Jews
Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn
in
Júù.
all the
gbogbo
provinces,
àwọn ìgbèríko.
in every local government,
ní gbogbo ìjọba ìbílẹ̀.
in every senatorial district,
ní gbogbo ẹkùn
all
kọ̀ọ̀kan.
the Jews,
gbogbo àwọn
they said everybody, when they saw that the decree was signed against them,
wọ́n ti bọwọ́ lùwé àṣẹ kan lòdì sí wọn.
they began to mourn,
wọ́n á bẹ̀ sí ṣọ̀fọ̀.
they began to fast,
wọ́n bẹ̀ sí gbàwẹ̀.
they began to weep and
wọ́n
wail,
bẹ̀ sí sọkún sí Ọlọ́run lọ́run.
and they
wọ́n
laid
kò rẹ̀.
themselves in sackcloth.
wípé wọ́n á wọ aṣọ ọ̀fọ̀.
Hear this.
ẹ̀gbọ́n.
I want you to declare a state of emergency in your life.
ìwọ náà nínú ayé rẹ mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kó orí kó fi gbé bọ́nu pé nǹkan ń ṣe mí o.
If government does not declare it in our nation,
bí ìjọba ò bá kéde rẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè táwọn
you
wà.
declare it for yourself
ìwọ fúnra rẹ kí gbàjarè bẹ́ẹ̀.
that I cannot continue to live like this.
pé ayé mi ò lè máa lọ bí eléyìí máa wòran.
You know a lot of people are living in fear now.
jẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn inú ẹ̀rù ló ń gbé sí.
I don't know whether I'm permitted to say this.
mi ò bóyá afa ìgbàlú láti sọ eléyìí.
Yes, I think I can say it.
mo ṣe bí ó yẹ kí n lè sọ.
I think I can say it.
mo rò pé mo lè sọ.
The local government chairman called me maybe yesterday
alága ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ pè mí bóyá lánàá.
and was taking apology why he was not at my inauguration in
ó wá
Akure.
bẹ̀ mí di tóun fi bá a dapò náà pẹ̀ ní fídíò ìpínlẹ̀
No
tó yẹ.
other reason.
kò ní ìdí kan mi.
He said,
ó ní pé
my bishop,
ó ní bíṣọ́ọ̀bù.
if I had come,
ká ní mo wá ni.
I would not be able to sit down.
mi ní lè jókòó.
I would just be going outside and
ní
coming
màá
in.
jáde
He
wọlé.
said, because of the security report we received on Wednesday. My inauguration was Thursday. That we received in the local government on Wednesday.
níjọba ìbílẹ̀ yìí.
Maybe Tuesday night to Wednesday
bóyá
morning.
lálẹ́ tíìsì mọ́jọ́ Wednesday.
So he said, I was running everywhere.
olóńgbò ń sá káàkiri ni.
Police station,
lọ sí
security
ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn
meeting.
ọlọ́pàá, lọ sí
He said
ìpàdé
he was
àwọn ẹ̀ṣọ́ aláàbò.
the man was just running etasketa.
ọ̀gá yìí kan kó wọn sá káàkiri parako.
Our own brother here, the local government chairman, he said just to see all the police, see every security, just to make sure that everything is okay.
láti rí pé gbogbo nǹkan dúró re.
He said he has not. Was it yesterday? He called me. I think it was yesterday. He said till Friday
ó ní títí di ìjẹta gan.
he was battling with that issue.
ìyẹn ló bá wọn yí o.
Now listen to me and listen good.
gbọ́ mi yí o.
Listen good.
ẹ gbọ́ mi dáa.
When a time that every one of us must declare a state of emergency, that I cannot continue to live in fear.
wípé a wà ní àkókò tó ẹ pé àwa náà gbọ́dọ̀ rí ká fi gbé bọ́dọ̀ pé èmi ò gbọ́dọ̀ máa gbénú ẹ̀rù torí wàhálà wà.
Do you know the number of people that have abandoned their farm?
jẹ́ máa yàn tó ti fi owó yá àwọn tó ti fi oko lẹ̀ ní.
They abandoned their farm.
wọ́n gbàgbé oko.
What is supposed to give them money?
ohun tó yẹ kó máa pọ̀ sápò wọn.
Because everybody is living in fear.
torí pé gbogbo èèyàn ń bẹ inú ẹ̀rù.
And listen to me.
ẹ gbọ́ o.
Is it a time like this you will call for prayer and you will decide to absent yourself?
là á pè fún àdúrà tó wà ní wá ni.
Mordecai led everybody among the Jews.
ó ṣáájú gbogbo wọn láàrin àwọn ìyájú.
So everybody they began to pray and cry and fast to their God.
sí ọlọ́run wọn.
So in a time like this, it's not a time to carry bad news about.
kì í ṣe àkókò àti máa gbé ìròyìn rádàrádà ìròyìn ránù kiri.
Some days ago,
láwọn ọjọ́ díẹ̀ sẹ́yìn.
I can't remember, maybe this week or last week,
bóyá lọ́sẹ̀ yàrá ètò kọjá.
that some people were telling amazing children
táwọn kan sọ fáwọn ọmọ ẹ̀kọ́ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ àmẹ̀sìn.
where they are standing or whatever, that they should go back home.
tó bẹ̀ kọ́ ẹ padà lé o.
There's no school today.
kò sí sùkúù lónìí o.
They said they are coming to every school. Go back home. Go
wọ́n
back
lọ́wọ́
home.
ya gbogbo sùkúù lónìí ẹ padà lé.
That's where we have found ourselves.
ibi tá a bára wa nu o.
It's not time to be looking for news to carry.
kì í ṣe àkókò tó máa wá ìròyìn tí wọn náà ó ṣe pé ǹjẹ́ ẹ ti gbọ́ kiri.
It's not a time to carry news that they are coming. Bandit is coming. It's a time to pray.
àkókò láti gbàdúrà rèé.
Because the best of security cannot undo what we are facing now.
torí pọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ ipa àwọn aláàbò tó ga jù gan àìsàn aláàbò kò ká.
Are you telling me what security we face a situation like this where maybe they are at Ikun
wọ́n àpẹẹrẹ sí bóyá wọ́n wà nírú ikú yẹn.
and soldier want to go and face them.
táwọn sójà fẹ́ lọ kojú wọn.
They are coming from Owo.
wọ́n sì ń bọ̀ látọ̀wọ̀.
Before they get to Ikun,
káwọn yẹn tó dékún.
they already have information that soldiers are coming.
àwọn yẹn kan ti gbọ́ pé sójà máa ń bọ̀ wá bá wọn.
Who gave them the information?
ta ló tó fi tó wọn létí.
Is that kind of situation that you think the Jews declared a state of emergency?
àwọn ará júù wọ́n pariwo fún bíbọ̀ pé wàhálà dé o.
Go to verse 4, please.
ẹ ká lọ sí ẹsẹ̀ kẹrin.
Look at verse 4.
ẹ ká wọ ẹsẹ̀ kẹrin.
I want everybody to look at verse 4.
ẹ ká jọ wo ẹsẹ̀ kẹrin.
Look up, look up.
ẹ wò kì.
Whatever you are doing now, suspend it and look
Ohun tó bá máa
up.
ṣe
And
báyìí.
hear what I'm about to say.
ìyẹn lẹ́nà kó bá wò kí kó wọ́n.
So Esther's maid and her chamberlains came and told it her. Then was the queen exceedingly grieved and sent raiment to clothe Mordecai and to take away his sackcloth from him. But he received it not.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn
Listen, everybody.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn ìránṣẹ́.
If you don't listen now,
Ẹ́sítérì
yeah.
àti àwọn ìwé fa rẹ̀ wá wọ́n sì sọ fún un nígbà náà ni inú ayaba bàjẹ́ gidigidi ó sì fi aṣọ ránṣẹ́ láti fi wọ Mọ́dékáì àti láti mú aṣọ ọ̀fọ̀ rẹ̀ kúrò lára rẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n òun kò gbà á.
Esther was angry.
inú bí Ẹ́sítérì.
Why will Mordecai wear rag?
èyí ṣe tí bàbá mi ó fi wọ àkísà.
Thank you. God bless you. Why will Mordecai wear rag to the
èyí
palace?
ṣe tí bàbá mi ó fi wọ àkísà wá sáfin.
My old father.
bàbá tó bí.
He knows that nobody can enter the palace with sackcloth.
tó sì mọ̀ pé èèyàn ò lè wọ aṣọ ọ̀fọ̀ wọnú ààfin.
He knows.
ó mọ̀
Why will he do that?
ó ṣe máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do.
ó dà ní máa ṣe rèé.
Dongari,
dògárì kọ́ bí.
come.
má bọ̀.
Take this best cloth.
máa aṣọ tó dà yìí
Go and give it to Mordecai
lọ fún Mọ́dékáì
to change his dress.
kó pààrọ̀ aṣọ tó wọ̀.
And the Dongari carried the cloth
dògárì bá gbàṣọ lọ.
and took to Mordecai.
ó bá dọ́dọ̀ Mọ́dékáì.
The queen said,
ayaba ní pé.
you are his father.
pé bàbá
You are
rẹ̀
her
lẹ́jọ́.
father.
bàbá rẹ̀ ló
You can't afford to dress like this.
ẹ lè múra bí eléyìí ọ̀gá.
Please take this and change your
ẹ gba
dress.
ilé ìkẹ́pàrọ̀ aṣọ rọ̀ yín.
He said, God forbid.
ó ní wọ́n máa jẹ́ o.
Take that cloth back to your queen.
dá aṣọ yẹn padà sọ́dọ̀ olórí.
What we are talking about now,
ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ tá à ń sọ yìí.
cloth cannot solve it.
ipa aṣọ ò ká.
Look at me, everybody.
ẹ wojú mi gbogbo èèyàn.
Face me.
wo bí o.
Let me tell you.
ẹ jẹ́ sọ
The
fún
situation we are in this nation now,
mi. ibi tabadé lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí sìn.
money can't solve it.
owó ò lè yanjú rẹ o.
If you like,
owó ẹ̀
keep on pursuing money.
máa lé owó ká.
No, keep on pursuing money.
owó ni o máa lé.
God forbid.
ọlọ́màjẹ.
Èló ló ti pa lọ́dún yìí.
how much have you made this year?
Èló ló ti pa lọ́dún yìí.
how much have you
Tó
made
bá
this year?
gbé ọmọ ẹ.
if your child is kingdom,
Tó bá gbé ọmọ ẹ.
If your
Ṣé
child is
owó
kidnapped.
tó o ti pa lọ́dún yìí ṣó lè san ransom?
will your earnings this year can pay the ransom?
Ta ló wà lára wa ń bí lọ́dún yìí àti èmi tó dúró yìí?
who among us here this year, even including myself,
No, pẹ̀lú èmi tó dúró yìí.
including me,
Ta ló wà nínú ìjọ yìí láàárọ̀ yìí?
who among us here in the
Tó bá
congregation
gbé
today,
ènìyàn ẹ kan
if your relative is kidnapped,
plus me pé owó tó o ti pa lọ́dún yìí.
that what you have earned, what you have made this
Ó lè
year,
san
the
ransom.
money can pay the ransom.
So you think this is time to pursue money
so wàá ló bá wà tí máa lé owó rèé,
and to neglect prayer?
káwá fàdúrà lẹ̀.
And we come for prayers
tá a pè fún àdúrà
and you not be here
tó ní wá
because you need money,
torí pé o nílò owó,
because you are looking for money.
torí pé owó lòun wá kiri.
Ẹ wo bí
sí ìlú kẹ̀.
tí o bá tètè ṣe rí lára ohun tó máa ń yọ ènìyàn láyé ni wípé
one of the things
kó
that says a man
kó
in life
tètè yé ènìyàn pé àwọn ogun kan wà tí owó ò lè ṣẹ́.
is that you understand that there
Tó
are
bá
some
tètè
battles
yé ẹ,
that money
tó o
cannot
ti
do.
súnmọ́ Ọlọ́run dáadáa.
If you understand it and you move
O
closer to
ṣoríire.
God, oh, lucky are you.
Oṣooríire
You're lucky.
àwa tètè mọ̀ kíákíá.
We knew on time.
Olúwa fún àwa lórí ọ̀fẹ́ àti tètè mọ̀.
God gave us the grace to
Pé
know on time.
àwọn issues kan wà láyé tó wó ò lè
There's
sọ́ọ̀bù
some issues
o.
that
So
money
ó
cannot
tètè
solve.
yé àwa wọ̀nyí.
We understood early.
So ó jẹ́ ká tètè gbáradì.
That's why we had to prepare on time.
Ó dẹ̀ ràn wá lọ́wọ́.
And that's helped us.
If I had spent my life to chase after money,
So every motive
I would-
ayé mi lé owó ni.
not let me even say life. If I had spent my ministerial life to chase after money,
Pé ìgbà ayé mi ló ṣe ìrànṣẹ́ tó yẹ kó owó ni mo ti fi ń lé.
I would not be where I am today. Oh,
Bí tí mo wà mí ì tí lè débi.
no, I won't be there.
Mi ì tí lè débi o.
I won't be here today. Oh,
Mi ní síbi tí mo wà lónìí o.
because so many things has happened that money cannot even solve that God solved for us.
So ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ tó ti ẹ̀ jẹ́ pé onípa owó kan kan tó yẹ pé Ọlọ́run ló bá wa gbé.
So Esther suddenly forgot who she was.
Nítorí náà Ẹ́sítérì gbàgbé irúfẹ́ èèyàn tó ń jẹ́.
She forgot that she was a Jew.
Ó ti gbàgbé pé Júù lòun náà.
It's easy for people to easily forget. Oh,
Ó rọrùn fún èèyàn láti ṣe gbàgbé o.
but we need to remind them.
Ṣùgbọ́n láti rán wọn létí o.
That's why somebody like me,
Òun ló bá ní pé èèyàn bíi tèmi.
somebody like me,
Èèyàn bíi irú tèmi.
when I travel out,
Tí n bá ń lọ òkè òkun.
most of the places I preach,
Ọ̀pọ̀ ibi tí mo ti máa ń sí ìrànṣẹ́.
most of the places I preach,
Ọ̀pọ̀ ibi tí mo máa ń lọ.
a lot of them are from Nigeria,
Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n.
from Ghana,
Bóyá ọmọ Ghana náà.
from Zimbabwe. A lot of them are
Zimbabwe.
Africans.
Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ
So
aláwọ̀ dúdú ni wọ́n.
God has helped me to always remember them of where they are coming from.
Ọlọ́run ti ràn mí lọ́dọ̀ pé máa ń rán létí ibi tí wọ́n ti jáde.
And that's one of the reason their pastors love me so much.
Lára ìdí táwọn pásítọ̀ wọn fẹ́ràn mi gidigidi.
Because I don't go there and say, hey, God, God is going to do it. No.
Àwọn aláwọ̀ fún fẹ̀nẹ́fẹ̀nẹ́.
I will remind them where they are coming from.
Èmi ò rán létí pé ibi báyìí lẹ́mọ̀ àti wá.
If I tell them to pray and they don't pray well,
Ibà náà gbàdá tó gbà dáadáa.
I talk to them
Màá sọ̀rọ̀ sí wọn.
because they didn't pay my ticket.
Nígbà àwọn kan ló
I
sọ
bought
owó,
my ticket
ọkọ̀
myself.
mi, èmi fúnra mi mo ra
So
tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì
it's not money I'm looking for.
torí pé kì í ṣe owó mo wà lọ́bẹ̀.
I remind them
Yín ràn wọn létí o.
where they are coming from.
Ibi tó ti
Usher,
wá.
you see my hand. Ma wo ran kiri. Listen to me
Ẹ fetí sí mi o.
and listen well.
Ẹ fetí yé o.
Mordecai
Mordecai
refused to take that cloth.
ó kọ̀ kó gba aṣọ yẹn.
Mordecai refused to take that cloth.
Mordecai ò gba aṣọ yẹn.
Mordecai knew that this is not a matter of cloth.
Ó mọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ aṣọ kọ́ ló wà nílẹ̀ o.
Tó bá rò pé owó ló ṣe ń wá
You
kiri.
think you are still looking for money about?
Kò ní dáa kí nǹkan tó ju owó kò ẹ́ kó tó mọ̀ wípé o ní ìdí àdúrà.
It won't be good that you find yourself you are step in a situation that's beyond money before you go into prayers.
I'm telling you.
Mo sọ fún yín o.
Kò ní dáa kí nǹkan tó ju owó kò ẹ́
It
kó
won't
tó
be
mọ̀ pé o
good
ní
that
ìdí
you find
Ọlọ́run.
yourself in a situation that is beyond money before you know you need God.
Kò sí ohun tí ipá Olúwa ò ká.
There's nothing beyond God.
Ohun tí ipá owó ò ká pọ̀.
There are a lot of things that money cannot solve. A lot of issues.
Go to FMC.
Ẹ lọ sí FMC.
Some people have been there not 1 year.
Àwọn kan kì í ṣe ọdún kan náà ti wà mẹ́ o.
Some people, the way they came, they left worse.
Àwọn kan bí wọ́n ṣe pé wọ́n wá wọ́n tún wá kó níbẹ̀ ó burú ti.
They told them that they shouldn't be wasting money.
Wọ́n sọ fún wọn pé ẹ má fowó jóná mọ́.
Take them home.
Ẹ má gbé wọn lọ́lé.
They shouldn't be take them home.
Ẹ má gbé wọn lọ́lé.
So Mordecai knew this.
Mordecai ti mọ eléyìí.
And he told Esther,
Lọ́wọ́ sọ fẹ́ stiri.
Oga,
Ọmọ
please take your cloth back.
ẹ dáṣọ padà.
Tell her,
Sọ fún un.
this is not a time of cloth.
Àkókò aṣọ kọ́lá wà yìí.
It's a time of action.
Àkókò àti gbé ìgbésẹ̀ rèé o.
Read verse 4 to... Yes, read that verse. Let's read that verse 4 again and continue. So Esther's maid and her chamberlain came and told it her. The queen was exceedingly grieved, and she sent raiment to Mordecai to take away the scarlet cloth. from him, but he received it not. Go ahead.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn ìránṣẹ́bìnrin Ẹ́sítérì àti àwọn ìwéfà rẹ̀ wá wọ́n sì sọ fún un nígbà náà nínú ayaba bàjẹ́ gidigidi ó sì fi aṣọ ránṣẹ́ láti fi wọ Mọ́dékáì àti láti mú aṣọ ọ̀fọ̀ rẹ̀ kúrò lára rẹ̀.
Then
ṣùgbọ́n
called
òun kò
Esther
gbà á.
for Attash, one of the king's chamberlain, who he had appointed to attend upon her, and gave him a commandment to Mordecai to know what it was and why it was.
ìgbà náà ni Ẹ́sítérì pé Átákì ọ̀kan nínú àwọn ìwẹ̀fà ọba ẹni tó ti yàn láti dúró níwájú rẹ̀ ó sì rán sí Mọ́dékáì láti mọ ohun tí ó ṣe àti nítorí kíni.
Yes. So Attash went forth to Mordecai unto the street of the city, which was before the king's gate.
Okay. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Átákì jáde tọ̀ Mọ́dékáì lọ sí ìta ìlú níwájú ẹnu ọ̀nà ilé ọba.
And Mordecai told him of all that had happened unto him, the sum of the money Haman had promised to pay the king's treasury for the Jews to destroy them.
Mọ́dékáì sọ gbogbo tí ó rí tó fún un àti iye owó fàdákà tí Ámánì ti ṣe ìlérí láti sọ sí ilé ìṣúra ọba nítorí àwọn Júù láti pa
And
wọn run.
also he gave him the copy of the writing of the decree that was given at Shushan to destroy them, to shew it unto Esther, to declare it unto her, and to charge her that she should go in unto the king to make supplication unto him, and to make request before him for her people.
Àti pẹ̀lú ó fi ìwé àṣẹ náà pàápàá tí a pa ní Súdánì láti pa àwọn Júù run lé e lọ́wọ́ láti fi Ẹ́sítérì àti láti sọ fún un àti láti pàṣẹ fún un kí òun kí ó lè wọlé tọ̀ ọba lọ láti bẹ̀bẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ àti láti bẹ̀bẹ̀ níwájú rẹ̀ nítorí àwọn ènìyàn rẹ̀.
And Attack came and told Esther the words of Mordecai.
Átákì sì wá ó sì sọ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ Mọ́dékáì fún Ẹ́sítérì.
Look here.
Wòbí o.
If you are living for yourself alone, you are not living at all.
tó bá yẹ pé ayé tó ń gbé ìmọ̀tara ẹnìkan ò ṣayé o.
Ayé àdá. Oh, ṣayé. Oh, ṣayé o. If you are living for yourself, you know, there are people, Esther, èmi mọ̀ àwọn obìnrin
I know women
tó jẹ́ pé there's nothing to write home about their children.
tó yẹ pé àwọn ọmọ wọn ò jámọ́ gangan.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ kò sí
dáadáa
aṣọ
lórí.
tó máa jáde tí wọn ò ní rà.
But there's no cloth that will be in town that they will not buy. Níwọ̀n
Write it down.
kọ́lẹ́ o
Write my name
orúkọ mi tí o
and write their name
orúkọ àwọn náà
and
síbẹ̀
watch them.
kó máa wò wọ́n.
Wọ́n máa ráre gbẹ̀yìn ayé wọn ni.
They will live miserably. in
Write
old age.
my name,
orúkọ mi sí
write their name,
orúkọ tiwọn náà
and
sí
write today's and watch them.
o sì máa foyè sí wọn kọkọjọ́ ní sí.
They don't. What I'm trying to tell you is that there are people that doesn't live for anybody.
lótú mọ̀ sí pé àwọn kan wọn ò tẹ̀rí tẹlòmíì rò mọ́ tiwọn
They don't live for anybody.
wọn ò rí tẹlòmíì rò mọ́
They
tiwọn.
care less about children.
kò kàn án pa ọmọ ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ kàn wọ́n.
Not to talk of others.
a máa wá sọ tẹlòmíì.
Mordecai
Mordecai
said to Esther,
ó yọ Ẹ́sítérì
go and speak for your people.
lọ gbẹnu sọ fáwọn èèyàn rẹ̀
Go and speak for your people.
lọ gbẹnu sọ fáwọn èèyàn rẹ̀ o.
Listen to me.
Ẹ gbọ́.
I repeat it.
mo tún sọ.
If everything you are thinking about is
tó
yourself,
bá yẹ pé ohun gbogbo tó ń rò tara mi tara mi.
You are not living.
tara mi. o ṣayé
Rárá.
ayé kan ló ń ṣe.
In fact, as a father,
gẹ́gẹ́ bí bàbá
as a mother,
gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìyá.
the worst case is that you must be thinking about your family.
tó bá burú jù òun ni pé o jẹ̀ máa ronú ìdílé rẹ̀.
That is the simplest.
ìyẹn ló kéré jù.
But listen to me.
Bẹ́ẹ̀
If you are now a leader
tó bá wá jẹ́ adarí
like me,
bíi tèmi.
like some of us here,
Bí àwọn
if
tàbí-
you are now a
tó
pastor,
wá jẹ́ pásítọ̀
a leader,
adarí kan.
and you think what is happening to people does not concern
tó wá
you,
rò pé tó ń ṣe àwọn èèyàn ò kàn ẹ́.
you are not living.
ayé kan ló ń ṣe o.
You are not yet living.
ò tí ì bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń ṣe ayé.
So he said
ló wá pé
to Attack, he said, go and tell Esther,
ó ní ẹnu sọ fẹ́ Ẹ́sítérì o.
go and speak for your people.
lọ gbẹnu sọ fáwọn èèyàn rẹ̀.
Stop just enjoying the benefit of the. Why is Nigeria getting worse every day?
èyí tí nàìjíríà fi ń burú sí lójoojúmọ́ náà.
Ẹ wo bí?
lókè.
Ordinary House of Assembly tó wà lákùrẹ́ mbẹ̀ yẹn.
wípé ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin kékeré that is accredited.
Tẹ́nìkan bá ti kó láàrin wa bí.
when anybody leaves our miss here
Tó bá ti lọ bẹ̀.
and is there
Ẹ̀sà tó bá ti dé ọ̀sẹ̀ mbẹ̀ yẹn.
by the time he gets to
Ọ̀sẹ̀.
ọ̀sẹ̀
Ibi omi ọ̀sẹ̀ mbẹ̀ yẹn ló gbàgbé gbogbo wa sí.
and that if he forgets about us.
Ẹ́
yes.
omi ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ẹnìkan bá ti ráyè lọ House of Assembly
somebody is just privileged to be at the House of Assembly.
tó bá ti débẹ̀.
when he gets
Òun
there
tábẹ̀ sí rò ní pé
all you be thinking is that
ilé tí mo ń gbé yìí ò dáa o.
this house is no more good for me.
Jẹ́ nǹkan mi.
let me build another.
Mọ́tò tí mo ń lò yìí ò dáa o.
this guy is no more good.
Jẹ́ ra mi.
let me buy another.
Èmi náà yẹ kí n lówó pamọ́ o.
I should have savings too.
Mo lè má padà wọlé
I
lẹ́lẹ́kejì
may
o.
not get a return ticket.
At the end of the day,
lẹ́yìn rẹ̀yìn
he will spend 4 years there.
a lo ọdún mẹ́rin bẹ́ẹ̀.
You won't be able to point to anybody.
ẹ ní rí ẹnìkan tọ́ka sí.
That's why
ló fà.
I pity pastors that run after politicians.
àwọn pásítọ̀ ti sáré tẹ̀lé olóṣèlú àni wọn a máa ṣe
I
mí.
pity them.
àní wọ́n máa ń ṣe mí.
One of them was in House of Assembly for the last 4 years. He's going to leave now very soon.
ìkànnì wọn wà ní ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin kékeré ní ọdún mẹ́rin sẹ́yìn ó máa kó
Ondo
mẹ́rin
State
sí
here.
ó máa tó kó mẹ́rin
When he was going,
ìgbà tó ń lọ
they brought him to my office here.
wọ́n gba ọ́fíìsì mi bí
I prayed for him.
mo gbàdúrà fún
Daddy, this is my office here.
lọ́fíìsì mi bí ni o.
He's been there for close to 4 years now. I don't know the number of years. Over 3 years now.
ó ti lọ́dún mẹ́ta
They've been there.
tó wà mẹ́ẹ̀.
Let me tell you something. The simplest thing you can do is Happy New Year, Daddy.
wípé ohun tó kéré jù tó lè ṣe ni pé dáàdì happy new year o.
Just text message.
ó kò fọ̀rọ̀
They
ránṣẹ́.
brought him to my office here.
wọ́n mú wá bá mi lọ́fíìsì mi ni o.
He knows me very well.
ó mọ̀ mi dáadáa.
I did not only pray for him.
yíyí ṣe pé mo gbàdúrà nìkan fún un.
You are laughing. What's making us and you are laughing? I did not only pray for him.
àdúrà nìkan kọ́ mo gbà fún un.
He was begging me to help him talk to some people. Let's leave that side.
ó tún wá ń bẹ̀ mí pé kí báwọn kan sọ̀rọ̀.
I said the simplest thing
pé ohun tó kéré jù.
is SMS of Happy New Year.
òun ni kókò ṣe àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ happy new year sí mi.
Maybe he's expecting somebody like me to call him.
bóyá ó rọrùn tí èèyàn bíi tèmi kì í ṣe wàá máa pòun.